Assalamu alaikum, sister. Thank you for writing to us. As I understand your situation, your husband has asked you not to wear any makeup, or actually, he told you not to wear any makeup or beautify yourself outside the house. And you miss your old self, as you stated, when you could wear makeup and dress up. However, you did comply, and now you don't wear makeup and you wear hijab and an abaya. And I'm willing to bet, sister, that you're very, very beautiful with makeup or without makeup. However, the question is, and the point is, you miss your old self who could wear makeup and dress up. And as Muslims, we can still do that. It just can't be self serving for like men. Like some women will dress up and wear makeup to attract a man, and some women will put on a pretty hijab and an abaya to match, and a purse and a little bit of makeup for herself because that makes herself feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but in your situation with your husband, he doesn't want you to do that. And as a Muslim wife, you have complied with that, and now you're running into a problem. Well, actually, he's running into a problem, which is you found out that he's looking at other women online. He's also looking at non-Muslim women. Sometimes when you're out and about, you'll notice him glancing at non-Muslim women, and then he quickly looks away. And additionally, you state that you never get any attention or affection from him. Sister, this is not in your issue, right? I mean, it's your issue because it's your husband, but it's not your issue. It's not because of you. It's not because you're not wearing makeup, or you're not, dressing up, or doing, your style the way that you used to, right? I bet you're just as beautiful with makeup and dressing up as without. Okay. And I can bet that if you started wearing makeup and dressing up, you would feel better about yourself, because most women, wear makeup and will put on a colorful hijab to go with the abaya and a matching purse because it makes you feel good, right? They're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it to attract men. Although there are some women who do it to attract men. However, I don't think you're one of them. It doesn't sound like it. Um, at any rate, if you do go on social media, you will see a lot of Muslim women, will be matching their purses and their shoes with their abayas, and, have sparkly hijabs, and, have modest makeup on. And according to me, not scholars, um, I think that's okay. You know, it's kind of like self love, just like men dress up and they get their hair done, and maybe some men will get a manicure, and they wear nice clothes, and they have a scent on. Um, they like to look nice as well, right? So, in my opinion, and I may be wrong, may Allah forgive me, a woman should have that same option, not to go overboard, not to try to attract men, but just to feel good about herself. And there are many women who are natural and don't wear makeup and don't worry about color coordinating or having matching purses and shoes, and they're beautiful too. But it's every woman's personal like identity and sense of self that she's able to style herself the way that she likes, or experiment with different colors and textures and fabrics and lipsticks and so on. So with that said, um, your problem at this point is that your husband is looking at non-Muslim women. He's looking at women online. Um, in the same time that he's telling you not to put on makeup or to dress up. So it's a contradiction, and it's not only a contradiction in Islam, but it's a contradiction for him as a man. Because sometimes when men do this, it's not because they're not attracted to their wives or they feel that their wives are unattractive. What it actually is they're looking at other women and they're trying to build up their own sense of masculinity, if that makes sense. They're trying to possibly gain their attention, like on the street or whatever, by a smile or a glance from them. Um, and that in itself is a sinful act. He shouldn't be doing that. But sometimes at the core of that is he just lacks a sense of security. He lacks a sense of his manhood, and he feels that by preventing you from, doing the little things that a woman does to feel good about herself, that he can prevent other men from looking at you, and he doesn't have to worry about, somebody taking you away from him. That directly goes to his sense of insecurity, possibly. Okay? Because a secure man doesn't go looking at a whole bunch of women. He only looks at one, his wife. An insecure man has to look at everybody, right? So, sister, I would kindly suggest that you don't let this affect you on a personal level, because it's not about you, it's about him and his insecurities. And try talking to him, right? I mean, I know you've already talked to him and he said that he's going to stop doing it and this and that, but most likely he won't. um, so I suggest that, inshallah, you do speak with him and just tell him it makes you uncomfortable and that it's kind of hypocritical and that it's not Islamic behavior. And additionally, you may want to suggest, counseling, either by the imam at your masjid if he does counseling, or a counselor in your community. Try to be proactive before things get any more out of hand, and just try to get some counseling to get to the root of this problem that he has, and hopefully, inshallah, it can get resolved and it can, help your marriage. And moving forward, I kindly suggest that the two of you, pray together if you don't already, and read Quran together, and go to the masjid and Islamic events, and just try to focus your lives on one another. I mean, you seem very happy with him before this happened, and you seemed happy to comply with his wishes, not to beautify yourself. However, at his end, he wasn't able to reinforce his belief system, right? He put a belief system upon you, but then he couldn't live up to it. So there has to be either a compromise, as far as what your desires are for yourself as a person and as a woman and as a Muslim, but not a compromise on his part, because what he's doing is actually very sinful. Looking at other women and possibly flirting, has no place in an Islamic marriage. So with that said, sister, don't take this, personally. Please do try to talk to him if that doesn't work. Please do try to get marriage counseling or just counseling with a knowledgeable counselor about marriage, and try to move forward with healing and a deeper understanding of what it is that he actually is worried about. We wish you the best.